can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Attention please, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching, yes. Your attention please, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching, yes. Your attention please, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching, yes. Your attention please, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching, yes. Your attention please, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching, yes. Your attention please, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching, yes. Your attention please, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, nice pitch. A changeup that time by Ober had Tucker out in front. And he gets his second strikeout.
A lot of changeups from Ober. A lot of off-speed pitches, a lot of changeups. And these Astros are veteran guys. We showed the graphics on how many games the first 4 hitters had in the postseason. That's a good changeup. And the reason that changeup is good, it was in. So Tucker sees it out of the hand, and he's thinking, oh, fastball in. Now, he didn't mean to throw it there, but it's effective if you can do it.
There's Abreu taking strike one on a fastball.
But these Astros hitters, they talk, right? They talk about what they're seeing, how he's pitching them. Alex Cintron, their hitting coach, they're in there talking about these things. And every at bat, they come in and say, all right, what did he throw you? He threw me change-up, curveball. You see Alvarez like, making hand motion. These guys are talking constantly because they've been together for so long.
There's Alex Cintron. He and Troy Snitker, Jason Kansman. This is a very good hitting staff. Again, another strong season. Top 5 in OPS and the 3rd fewest strikeouts in baseball. Ober spikes a slider. It's 1-2.
And I would be absolutely shocked if Bailey Ober isn't done after this inning.
Yep.
With Maeda hot, he's a starter. It just all adds up.
Yep.
To Kenta Maeda being in after this hitter, or after this inning is finished. Sorry.
Kenta with a lot of playoff experience too. He's really nasty out of the bullpen too.
Yep. But you also, him being a starter for most of the year, you don't like getting him up, getting him hot, and then not putting him in the game.
Exactly, yeah.
You don't want to have him get up, get hot, and then sit.
A 1-2. And slider tails away from Abreu. Bailey Ober, one of the tallest starting pitchers in postseason history at 6'9". Shuttled between AAA and the big leagues this year. Jams Abreu, hits one on the ground to third for Polanco. That'll retire the side, but not before another Astros home run. And another one off the bat of a familiar face. Altuve in the first, Alvarez in the third.
Is light years ahead. X-Chair has done it again with our groundbreaking LMX technology, providing hours of infinite comfort no matter where in the world you're sitting. By synthesizing the universe's elements, bringing hot, cold, and touch into one extraordinary seating experience, our mission is to help you discover that every workday can happen with body and mind in an out-of-this-world place of comfort and productivity. X-Chair is charting a new course, helping workers everywhere find comfort as their work worlds zoom back and forth. Even though your work reality may continue to shift, we've got our eye on the future of work so you can focus on the present. At X-Chair, we're gazing ahead. And from where we sit, the future still feels good. Visit xchair.com to find out how you can own an X-Chair for only $20 a month. xchair.com.
Welcome back to Minute Maid Park. I'm with Twins manager Rocco Baldelli. Rocco, Verlander giving you guys 53% breaking balls. You've had traffic. What do you need to do to break through?
Yeah, I've been pleased with our at-bats so far. We've had guys out there. We've had some good swings. We've had some good at-bats as a whole. We just haven't been able to get the hit when the guys are, standing in scoring position. But overall, if we can continue that, I think we'll be in a good spot.
Rocco, you have a few young players playing in their first road postseason game. I don't see a lot of young guys bouncing around the room. What do you see?
You know what? I see some guys that are pretty comfortable and relaxed. Like I said, in general, they've handled everything great to this point. Regular season, the first series that we played, it is different at from being at home on the road right now. This environment will get loud, but truthfully, they've been very good all the way around.
Rocco, thanks for your time.
Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Tom. Alex Kirilloff flips one out to short right. Altuve is there to Retire Kirilloff, one away here in the fourth. That'll bring up Correa. And Rocco made the point, the swings are good. There's some hard-hit balls off of Verlander, but a lot of them are getting punched to the ground, and some really good defense behind him on the infield.
Well, just the 2 double plays kill you. First and second, no outs. Royce Lewis, who was the hottest guy on the planet, and he hits into a double play, and then the next inning you get another double play, and that's something Verlander hasn't done. He's more of a fly ball guy.
Ooh, he fools Correa with a curveball.
Correa's a guy that you have to pitch in sometimes. You can't let him hang out over the plate. He gets too comfortable out there. He can really drive a ball. Justin knows that. He's played with him for a while, so he knows that.
0-1 to Correa. Busted him inside with that fastball, Wayno.
What was I saying? Justin knows, man. This guy's a brilliant pitcher. He really understands the game. He understands what the hitter's trying to accomplish. He's very prepared when he goes out there, and he knows his game too. So it all matches up really well when he gets out there.
So would you go in or would you go breaking ball here?
Well, you've got him sped up in now. You can do either. You got to keep chasing him in, or you can get him down and away.
Maldonado sets up away. Yeah, that's where it lands, but out of the zone. 1-2.
That would have gone in.
Yeah, you definitely would have gotten the strikeout when you go in out of there.
I will say this, though. That was probably the tightest, sharpest slider that Verlander has thrown through three-plus innings so far.
He gets that about 3-4 more inches towards the plate. That's a swing and miss.
1-2. There's the fastball, just low. And at the end of that last inning, we saw his best curveballs probably of this start. He got a couple of strikeouts to end the third on a couple of curves.
Well, he wanted both those pitches. Maldonado definitely. Those are 2 sliders that were thrown about as good as you could get. And Correa spit on both of them.
Spit on those sliders down and away. Sometimes it's a good time to go heater down and away.
Goes off speed. It's lined Altuve. 2 up and 2 down. He gets through Kirilloff and Correa, and there's still nobody on in the fourth.
So he did something interesting right there. Mike Maddox, the old pitching coach, used to call it fish hooking him. So he'd throw him sliders, and then he throws him the curveball, which is slower, and the Correa was a little bit out front. Mike Maddox was a big proponent of doing that. Those sliders, and throw a slower breaking ball behind it and get guys out front and get them to hit weak contact like Correa.
Wallner takes a big curveball for a strike. That curve is starting to look much sharper now for Verlander. Now it's 4 straight batters that he's thrown strike 1 to after he was getting behind most of the batters the first time through the order.
In strike 1 breaking balls, you don't always need them to be bangers, right? They just need to be strikes.
There's another breaking ball strike, another slider, 0-2.
If you go up against Justin Verlander and you're sitting curveball, I'd be very, very surprised. So you throw a strike curveball, it pops out of his hand, you're going to back off right away almost all the time. So strike curveballs, they don't need to be hanging at the bottom of the zone for strike 1. Now, after the first pitch, maybe so, but not that first one.
Chance for his first 1-2-3 inning of the day in the fourth. 0-2 to Wallner. Ten pitches in a perfect fourth.
Truth is, my schedule's pretty jam-packed these days. I've got school Monday through Friday, jiu-jitsu on Thursdays, and library books I've got to get back by Friday. In my weekend, I've got 2 free birthday parties on Saturday, and Sunday, that's my me time. I am not willing to give that up.
How's that look?
Works for me.
Works for me.
Just close the doors, and you're in a world of your own. Travel is not just about the destination, it's also about how you get there. Fly Emirates. Fly better.
For everyone who's endured the bad seat, finally, sweet, sweet redemption. The Lexus TX. 3-row luxury that treats every seat like the best seat.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it?
Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute! There's a flag on the play!
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, I'm positive.
I mean, I love that you're trying to help, but why this way?
Because there's a lot going on in the world, and this is how I can help. So, what do you think?
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad.
Hey, watch it.
It's from Gillette Labs. This green bar releases trapped hairs from my face.
Game changer.
While the Flex, this contours to it. So the 5 blades can get virtually every hair in one stroke. For the ultimate Gillette shaving experience.
The best a man can get
is Gillette Labs.
Wow, my life football nuts. Come on, that was not a penalty.
So Minnesota, which had a fabulous effort from their bullpen in the 2 games against Toronto, will turn to their bullpen here after Bailey Ober in his playoff debut gives up 2 big swings. The Altuve solo shot in the first, the 2-run home run to Alvarez in the third. He's done after 43 pitches. Maeda, a starter all season, but this is a spot he's familiar with. He was often a reliever in the postseason with the Dodgers, and that's the role he's playing with the Twins. He'll deal with Brantley to start off this bottom of the 4th. The big pitch from Maeda, that's splitter.
Well, splitter slider. He's definitely not a power pitcher. He's a strikeout guy, weak contact guy with off-speed pitches. But this is the script Rocco Baldelli had.
Slicer from Brantley the other way. How many times have you seen that in Brantley's career? Just takes one the other way and serves it to left. He's aboard to lead off the 4th.
This is what he does. He's a professional hitter. That's why he's in the lineup. Just gets the ball out over the plate and just splits where the shortstop normally would stand. The Twins had a mini shift on and just a line drive. Look at that, right where the shortstop was for 150 years until they moved him over. But, okay, so when we talked to Rocco Baldelli. He said, well, Ober's going to give as much as he can. Remember, he's like, well, if we get to the 4th, I'm not going to tell you who's coming in. But you can kind of read the room and know Maeda's probably his first choice to come in. Scripted games in the playoffs we saw it with Toronto when Minnesota beat Toronto. Jose Barrios, 47 pitches. See ya. Hadn't given up anything. Now Ober gave up 3. I get it.
0-1 to McCormick's outside.
It's just so hard to all the time. In this, they might not talk about it. Might have been something they said, hey, Maeda's coming in the 4th, right? Or whenever it's his turn. But gosh, the team, I still am a big believer. And Wayne, tell me if I'm wrong. The team with the best starting pitching usually wins the series.
So then you can earn to do it.
There's Jeremy Pena, who's got one of the 5 Astros hits, all from 5 different players so far.
When I look at Ober's outing today, too, it really, for me, I throw Altuve's homer out. I mean, that's first pitch of the game, whatever, settling in. It comes down to the hit by pitch and the homer after. He hit Bregman with the backup slider, and then he gives up the home run to Yordan Alvarez. If he gets out of that inning right there, let's say he rolls over Yordan Alvarez, he's coming out of there and everybody thinks he did a great job. And I don't know, Maeda's still probably in the game. Don't you think?
I said it last inning. No matter what happens, it's going to be his last hitter, more than likely.
The 1-1 to Pena. Popped up foul.
The one luxury that Rocco does have is he has Sonny Gray and Pablo Lopez going the next 2 games. So he can get Maeda in. Maeda's going to go 2 or 3 innings here, depending on the score. And then he can use some lower leverage guys if they're not still behind and save all his A-type relievers for game 2 tomorrow.
A 1-2 to Pena. Reaches out and pokes it foul.
Game 1s are always big. But if whichever side wins this game with the pitching matchups coming up, it was absolutely huge, especially for the Twins. If they could have snuck out, and they can still do it, they get out of here with a win in this game 1 against Justin Verlander, the best pitcher of our generation, maybe, or at least top couple for sure. That would have been absolutely huge for them.
1-2. Waved on and missed. Maeda gets Pena on the slider. Well, Houston's been so good in the division series. They've been so good at home. More often than not, they've been at home to start off a division series. When you win division titles, you're typically going to be one of the top seeds. So they're often at home, but they've been able to throw their aces, and their aces have often delivered. And so far, Verlander has. Olber's out of the game. Maeda deals, and Maldonado takes a strike.
Well, that's how you get to all the World Series and all the LCSs in a row. You win game one, and these LDSs, that opens you up for winning series. And the Astros are good. We all know that they're good. They've struggled at home here. They were under 500 at home. And then you look at the pitching matchup going into game one. And again, we're only in the fourth inning. It's only 3-0. But if somehow the Twins win this game with the pitching matchup of Bailey Ober versus Justin Verlander, that's a huge psychological
That's a steal.
blow.
It's a steal of a win.
That's more than a steal.
1-1. Fouled back by Maldonado.
It's just good for baseball, though. The Twins fan base right now is at home watching every pitch, going crazy about every pitch. You know, that stadium the other day was absolutely
incredible
rocking
atmosphere.
on TV.
We'll be there Tuesday. It's going to be raucous at Target Field. Will they be able to get back with a 1-1 series split? Or will they be trailing 2-0? Or somehow, if they can come back in this game, maybe set them up for a 2-0 lead. That'd be a shocker. Long way to go before we get there. 1-2 pitch is in the dirt. The Astros, during this run of consecutive trips to the American League Championship Series, 6 consecutive, they have gone 11-0 at home in the division series. A couple of those games in 2020 obviously were neutral site games, but when they've been here, they have been untouched in the division series. Trying to keep that going. Maeda's 2-2 is a slider outside.
We've been here every time.
Yeah. The three of us have enjoyed Houston a lot.
Well, at least I have. 2015, 2017, 2019, 2020, when it was the Marlins and the Braves, and then 21 and now 23.
Yep. A yearly tradition, unlike any other. A payoff pitch from Maeda to Maldonado is upstairs, and the 9-hitter, a light-hitting catcher in the postseason and in his career, extends the inning to Altuve. You saw the frustration on Maeda's face when he lost Maldonado there. Here comes Pete Mackey with the interpreter as well to talk to Maeda, with Altuve coming up and 2 men on base. Well, Altuve, he's been a dominant player in the division series as well. All those postseason home runs, 24 of them, 3 of them came in the first game of the ALDS. Chris Sale got the brunt of it against Altuve.
So what he does, he's the ultimate catalyst for this Astros team and lineup. It starts from the first pitch of the game. You better be ready. You better make a quality pitch. He just keeps pressure on you. And if you make a mistake, he'll make it 1-0 right away.
A mistake here could break this game open. 4th inning, game 1, 2 on and 2 out.
That's a good matchup, though. I know Maeda's mad he walked Maldonado, but Maeda throws a lot of splits, a lot of sliders, keeps the ball down. Well, you know, you've talked about how he likes the ball up. If he doesn't make a mistake, this should be an okay matchup.
There's that splitter to start him. It's foul.
His split slider combo should be a good matchup against Altuve, but you never know with Jose Altuve at the plate. The guy can do almost anything with a bat in his hands. He's an incredible player. Maeda with the playoff experience, though, this is a good matchup. I'd like to know the over-under on spits from Jose Altuve per game. And if you'll notice, when he hits a home run, he spits immediately, just like that, as soon as he hits a home run every time.
Let's call our friends at FanDuel and see what kind of parlay we can get on the spits. 33 years of age from Venezuela, 8-time All-Star. Waits for an 0-2. Stays alive. That splitter is very much down, and Altuve's fighting him off. Let's see if Waino, if your feeling was right.
right there.
Yep, there it was.
Every time, buddy. Guys, I mean, it's like Michael Jordan with the tongue out when they dunk. You know, it's the little things like that you notice. Unfortunately, I've seen it in person a couple times in spring training. You know, you see it. As soon as you see the spit, you're like, oh, crap, he spit on me.
2 on, 2 out. 0-2 pitch. 1-2.
Yeah, that's a setup pitch there, right, Wayno? That's a setup pitch. Now he's going to go slider away or split down. But that pitch right there was just to change his eye level, get him looking up, and we can go to something else. If he throws him a split, it's 1-2. If he throws him 3 more splits in the dirt, Altuve will swing and miss at one of them.
He spikes a splitter, and both runners will advance. And now the pressure rises.
Nothing Jeffers can do here. Just a ball yank, splitter down and away. I know he's on one knee, but you're not expecting the ball in the left-handed batter's box. He tries everything in his power to do it, but
the knee down, I know it saves catcher's knees, but it does stop the blocking a little bit, doesn't it, AJ?
On the ground is short. That's picked up by Correa.
It was.
And he gets Altuve and leaves a couple of men stranded. Still 3-0 through 4 innings in game 1.
This MLB season, FanDuel is taking you out to every ball game. New customers bet $5 and get $200 guaranteed.
Booking.com. Vacation ideas?
How about a resort with a pool?
I was thinking house by a dude ranch.
How about a hotel in a baseball town?
Nice catch, kid.
Thanks, kid.
Is that Ken Griffey?
Junior.
How about a resort with a water slide?
Downtown hipster trendy boutique hotel?
No.
We could rent a house on the beach.
I like that idea. Play ball in more places. Booking.com? Yeah.
In the U.S., we see millions of cyber threats each year. That rate is increasing as more and more businesses move to the cloud. So the question is, as cyber criminals expand their toolkit, we must expand as well. We need to rethink.
Next level moments need the Next Level Network.
And ensure we have
the network with 24/7 built-in security.
We must shift our stance
Chip.
from reactive.
AT&T Business.
And Doug.
And Doug says you can customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. He hits his mark center stage and is crushed by a baby grand piano.
Are you replacing me?
With this guy?
Customize and save with Liberty Bibbity.
He doesn't even have a mustache.
Oh, look, a Bee-Boo.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Welcome back. I'm with Astros manager Dusty Baker. Dusty, you watched Justin Verlander pitch through a lot of traffic early. Now 6 set down in a row. What adjustment did you see him make?
Well, it looked like he's staying on the ball, staying on the rubber. He was kind of running off to the left, trying to force that breaker ball. And now look like he's settled down. I mean, we needed it big time. And this guy knows how to get out of trouble. We just hope he don't get any more trouble.
Well, Dusty, what's your trust factor in Justin as he pitches deep into a game, especially being stressed early tonight?
Well, something, usually a great pitcher can get out of trouble 2 or 3 times, max. And so, my trust level's, tremendous when it comes to him. But, we got to watch him in these middle innings right here. And especially we've been off a while and our bullpen's fresh. And staying here. Good. And so our bullpen's fresh, so we got to kind of lean on that bullpen if it looks like he gets in and losing it or gets in any more trouble.
Thanks, Dusty. I'm impressed that baseball listened to you to stay in the ballpark.
It doesn't always listen to me.
Thanks, Dusty. Back to you, Adam.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate the time from both Rocco and Dusty here. 7 in a row retired now by Verlander as he gets Jeffers on the first pitch. now here's Michael A. Taylor. He's got some power. He pops one foul. That was the first outfield flyout for Verlander today.
Usually you're looking at a starting pitcher. He can get out of 2 jams for sure. The 3's kind of iffy. You don't put him back out there for a 4th jam. A guy like Justin Verlander, maybe you do. But usually it's that 3rd jam that's the question mark. The first 2, you got the big adrenalines. You got to watch the fist pumps. You use your fist pumps up too early, that could get you in trouble.
You have a quota of fist pumps.
Yeah, those fist pumps can cost you, man. Also a reliever. I feel like coaches, managers make this mistake all the time. You bring a reliever in the game, he gets out of a huge jam, he goes off the field with the big fist pumps. Do not throw him back in that game.
He's already kind of extended the emotion of of his outing at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Used up his adrenaline.
That's it.
0-2 to Taylor. That one came up and in. And Taylor is aboard. So a man aboard with 1 out here in the 5th. Back to the top in Julian. Justin Verlander squaring off with these twins. Adam Amin, couple World Series champs. A.J. Przinsky, Adam Wainwright, Tom Verducci on the field. So, Wayno, your thoughts. Give me a little bit more on Verlander. He's 40 years old. You're pitching into your 40s. You understand what the toll of the game is like. And I'm curious how the rule changes that have been so offensive-friendly this season have affected guys that have been around for as long as a player like Verlander has as you have.
Well, it does take some getting used to, and I think that's one of the things. You see the ERAs up a little bit across the board in some fast, especially starting pitchers. I think it's going to take a little bit of getting used to with the pitch clock and all the different changes. All these changes, by the way, help the hitter, not the pitcher. All of them. We got the bigger bases. We got the pitch clock. You can't step off nobody on. You can't throw over a couple of times. There's a lot of stuff that pitchers are going to have to get used to. He's 40 years old. I talked to him yesterday. He said his arm still feels great. I would not be surprised in the least to see this guy end up winning 300 games as the last 300-game winner ever.
He's at 257 in the regular season right now. AJ, we've seen the traffic early. Verlander seemingly getting more comfortable. What do you need to see from Minnesota offensively right now?
Grind out at bats, get his pitch count up. Dusty Baker talked about their bullpen and how set it was. You want to get into the bullpen. Yes, I know Houston's bullpen has been very strong. But for me, you want to get Verlander out. Put pressure on the new guys coming in. Verlander's settling in nicely. He hit Michael A. Taylor with a changeup, which he probably is thinking, why did I throw that pitch? But you got to get Verlander out of the game as quick as possible. Get to the bullpen, because then you never know what can happen.
Sure.
One guy comes in, is not on his game, different story.
2 balls and 2 strikes on Julian.
Look how this started off, though. They had a couple of runners on in each inning to start it. They had those big situations where he got out with double plays. He was 3 for his first 9 in first pitch strikes. If I'm not mistaken, he's 7 for his last 7 in first pitch strikes. He's really starting to fall into a groove here, and you can't let Justin Verlander fall into that groove.
Whoa, man, that breaking ball sent Julian's bat out of his hands. 8 of the last 9 retired by Verlander. 3 of them in that stretch via punch-out. This one made Julian look a little foolish.
How does this make you feel as a pitcher? You lose the bat and the helmet at the same time on probably the best curveball Verlander has thrown. Julian didn't know which one to pick up, his bat or his helmet.
There's Polanco taking ball 1. And you were correct. That ball ends the streak. It was 7 in a row, Wayno. First pitch strikes after he had some struggles early getting ahead of hitters.
Yeah, as a pitcher calling this game, I'm thinking that was 8 in a row, because I want that pitch call right there.
Again, you have a stolen base threat now with Taylor. How aggressive are you in a 3-0 game going against Verlander?
I'm kind of surprised he didn't go with Julian up, but at the same time, you want to kind of leave that hole open a little bit on the right side. You want to get him in scoring position here with 2 outs if you can. But the Twins, they don't run a ton though.
Yeah,
they're kind of middle of the pack stealing. They're not the Orioles. They're not the Diamondbacks.
Yeah,
I mean, they're
Reds.
not running crazy.
Yeah, they were 6th fewest stolen bases in baseball this year with the new rules and all the adjustments. Taylor was one of their runners this season. Polanco, it's 1-2.
Watch Verlander though. He doesn't care.
No.
He has no cares about Michael A. Taylor. He could get the biggest lead. He threw over once, just courtesy. Hey, I know you're there. Michael A. Taylor could get a huge lead and get a huge jump right here, because Verlander's he knows the score as a veteran pitcher. He knows he has to get Polanco out. If Taylor gets a second, he doesn't care. He just wants to get Polanco out. Another inning down, 3-run lead, move on to the next.
1-2. Taylor goes. Breaking ball. Called strike 3. The inning's over. Another strikeout on a breaking ball. That curveball, which was struggling early, looks sharp now. 9 of the last 10 retired by Verlander. We're halfway through.
Meet the Chevy ZR2 family. They'll never let you down. With features like DSSV dampers, MT tires, and an off-road performance display. When the going gets tough, it's a family you can count on. Introducing the Silverado, Colorado, and Silverado HD ZR2 family of trucks.
So here's what you do. Guy gets a sack. You go. Sacked you very much.
What else?
How about sack of all trades?
Boom, sack-a-lacka.
Saccharoni and cheese.
I like saccharoni and cheese. Starving.
I'm too sexy for this shirt.
Whoa.
But you could say that.
I would say sacrilegious, but that would be sacrilegious.
Okay, you ready for this one? Sackety sack, don't sack back. This was a really bad idea.
Sack of potatoes.
Ooh, how about suffering saccotash?
Like that one.
Gemstone product I find very versatile, very affordable, very clean install to get the same finished look of stone product. I think it's a fantastic product, and I don't see us going back to the traditional stone method anytime soon.
Gemstone is DIY friendly, goes from box to the wall in minutes, and can be used for any project inside or out. Like this fireplace, this entry, this chimney, or this complete home transformation.
Gemstone was really easy to cut. We're looking at doing the exterior of the house.
Text SPACE to 59583 to see more Gemstone projects.
It's lightweight and it's durable. It cuts so easy that even an old guy like me can do it. We can all do it. This is not a skilled tradesman job.
Text SPACE to 59583 to save up to 50% over real stone and even more during our fall sale.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. You always show up, no matter how small the show is. Because anyone can have a dream, but you have what it takes to chase it. You are fighters, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Customize your feed, get personalized stats, highlights, live streams. It's on the MLB app. Your home for postseason baseball. Maeda to Bregman. That one came inside, but seemingly went off the bat for a foul ball and a strike.
Hit the knob.
You can kind of hear that pop off the wood. Yep, right off the bottom of the bat, off the knob.
There was a time you would have sold that and dropped to the ground, rolled around a little bit, and didn't go on the first. But now there's replay. You might as well not even do it.
Well, he wants a base hit. He just got one. So the leadoff man is on base for a third time in 5 innings for Houston. Back to Maldonado throwing a runner out, or stealing a strike, basically.
Well, he blocks the catcher out. He blocks Brian Knight out. And you can tell, Polanco didn't think it was a strike. Maldonado didn't think it was a strike. Nobody except Brian Knight, the home plate umpire, thought this was a strike. Because as a catcher, you don't fire this ball if you think that's a strike. You try to sell it and steal the strike. But I know, Wayno, you were complaining about how all the rules are tilted toward offense. Well, you got one back right there as a pitcher.
Outside. Yeah, makeup call from the first pitch missed, but I'm sure Twins fans are going, that's not the same. That's not a makeup call. But you know that I hope to goodness that they do not go to robot umpires, because I think it would ruin the artistry of this whole thing, right? Like, as a pitcher, you're trying to make your balls look like strikes and strike look like balls. As a catcher, you're trying to frame those balls and steal those low strikes and steal those balls in the corner. And I think if you're just robot umps, you'll lose all that. And I think that's the coolest part of this pitching thing.
I think we've talked about this in the past. Would you be open to a replay review system or a challenge system for a pitcher, maybe once or twice per game or per outing, or maybe a manager only gets 2 a game or something like that? Would you be open to something like that?
Yeah, I would. And I mean, a challenge system, a lot of the rules are really great and good for baseball. I think throw the flag right away if you see something egregious. I think in a ball strike situation, I think you should have the opportunity to challenge maybe 3 times a game. They're working on that in the minor league level right now. I know that they've been trying to master that. So I know the hitters and the pitchers say that's a good thing down there. I went down there on a couple of rehab assignments, and it seemed like everybody was liking that situation.
Alvarez will take ball 4. So Bregman and Alvarez reach base against Maeda to start the 5th. And now here comes Tucker with nobody out and 2 men aboard, and things getting a little bit tighter for Rocco Baldelli here in the 5th.
This is where the Astros' experience and depth of their lineup comes into play, right? Bregman, leadoff single. You saw it right there, a 3-1 slider to Alvarez after the bat before. He hit a changeup and 400 feet to right. Now, guess what? Now you get the AL leader in RBIs.
Outside. 112 for Tucker this season. 1 homer shy of a 30-30 campaign. The 30th home run still being petitioned. It was a triple and an error. Then it was an inside the park home run. Then it was a triple and a fielder's choice. Came on the final weekend of the season.
He was trying like crazy to get that 30.
He was.
He wasn't. He was running through stop signs.
Just 1 homer shy of what would have been a 30-30 season and a 3rd consecutive 30-homer campaign for Tucker, turning into one of the best players in baseball. Goes the other way. Great play by Polanco. That was a massive catch to make by Polanco at 3rd. Typically not the 3rd baseman. That would be Lewis. Polanco is there because of Lewis's injury. He may have just saved at least 1 run right there.
This was a missile. And this is why, listen, this is why Kyle Tucker led the league in RBIs. He also hit over 350 with runners in scoring position. He uses the whole field. We saw his first at bat. He rips a double down the right field line. He gets an off-speed pitch the other way and hammers it. What we thought was going down the left field line, and Polanco just snags it.
There's Abreu, strike 1.
Hey, Jay, what do you think about the next generation of hitters? I think the next generation of hitters is going to be, able to beat these big shifts that we have on. And I know it's not as shifted as much as it used to be, but still, shortstop looks second base is played up the middle almost every time with the right-hander up. Shortstop's played up the middle almost every time with the left-hander up.
In the air, deep left field. Playable for Wallner towards the corner. That is down. It is going to score a run. Bregman is in. Alvarez stops at 2nd, and Jose Abreu makes it 4-0 Houston.
I didn't want to interrupt you, Wayno, but I was thinking Maeda versus Abreu is a good matchup for the Astros because Abreu struggles on a lot of balls hard and up.
Yeah.
Maeda throws a lot of breaking balls down, and that's kind of into a sweet spot. Now, listen, that's a slider off the end of the bat, perfectly placed. Great base running by Bregman right here. Watch this. He goes all the way. Listen, if he catches it, he's probably out, but he read it right. He read it properly. Alvarez at first did not read it as well, and that's why he's only at 2nd. But great base running by Alex Bregman.
Not sure if Wallner got a great read off the bat of that
Well, no, because most teams, if we show where Wallner's standing, they put their left fielder at the cut where it juts out of the Crawford boxes out there. Now, right now, he's a little bit over from where he normally stands. But when Abreu was hitting, he was at the cut where it sticks out, right? Well, that's a long way to run because most teams would say, well, give up the single where he did and take away the ball in the gap to the 366 sign.
Brantley pulls one foul. Really felt like Wallner, had he been in the normal spot, that's a fly, maybe not a routine fly ball, but an out that he probably could make. But yeah, you're right, playing that far over probably takes that away.
Well, and the swing fools. Jose Abreu is a big, strong guy. See where he is in the cut? That's where most teams play. See how he's at the cut where it comes out? Well, now he's moved over because of lefty. But with Abreu up, he had, 25 more feet to go to get to that ball? That's why it fell in. Watch where he starts. Abreu, big swing. He freezes for a second. Now, if he's playing where he is right now with Brantley, he probably catches that ball. But because he is where he started, then he tried to He tried to deke everybody. The only thing he deked was really nobody because Bregman, great base running, scores anyways.
Nice backdoor slider to Brantley to strike him out looking. Maeda gets the second out of this fifth inning.
This Houston lineup is it's just so deep. Like you said, AJ, there just is no holes in that lineup. 1 through 9, they're bringing out guys who can do a lot of different things with the bat. They can drive it to right. They can do damage. They make you throw the ball in the zone too.
There's McCormick taking ball one.
Well, they don't chase and they don't strike out.
That's it. I mean, they put the ball in play, and when you don't chase out of the zone, a pitcher, it is so much harder as a pitcher to get all these big time, awesome, great hitters out in the zone. If you let them get themselves out, if they will, but if they won't chase, man, that is so tough on a pitcher. It's exhausting, actually.
It's been one of the hallmarks for the Astros during this run. They've typically been in the top 5 in lowest strikeouts and lowest chase. One and one on McCormick.
I mean, I hear it all the time, the hitters say, the most important thing about hitting is swinging at good pitches. And the Astros do that as good or better than any other team out there.
Chris Paddock loosening up in the Minnesota bullpen behind Maeda. Into left field, that will get down for a base hit. Coming home is Alvarez. The throw from Wallner, that gets cut off. Now they've got a man in Abreu caught, but he holds up just enough to make sure the run scores, which it does. Alvarez is home. Abreu is out. Inning is over. 2-run score, and it's 5-0 Houston as we head to the 6th in Game 1.
Zoom in close and I might strike a pose. I'm in my zone, but I'm sure that you know. Too much drip, it ain't my fault. It's in my fit, it's in my walk.
Will you marry me?
Zoom, 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 zoom in on me.
Wow.
Pre-order the new Pixel 8 Pro at googlestore.com and get Pixel Watch 2 or Pixel Buds Pro on us.
Bring it on.
Take home a souvenir or 6. Follow your team wherever they go. Handle any curveball. Then find something new to cheer about. It's the flexibility you want. Only at Southwest.
You're welcome, America.
This is what you've been waiting for, folks.
Another highlight in what has been a magical season.
They're going crazy. The train keeps rolling. They are hotter than the sun.
Oh, my goodness. What is going on here?
Are you kidding me?
He has lifted the roof off the building.
This team will continue its October run.
The future. The way you see it is said to depend on where you sit. At X-Chair, we think it also gets down to how you sit, which is why our technology is light years ahead. X-Chair has done it again with our groundbreaking LMX technology, providing hours of infinite comfort no matter where in the world you're sitting. By synthesizing the universe's elements, bringing hot, cold, and touch into one extraordinary seating experience, our mission is to help you discover that every workday can happen with body and mind in an out-of-this-world place of comfort and productivity. X-Chair is charting a new course, helping workers everywhere find comfort as their work worlds zoom back and forth. Even though your work reality may continue to shift, we've got our eye on the future of work so you can focus on the present. At X-Chair, we're gazing ahead. And from where we sit, the future still feels good. Visit xchair.com to find out how you can own an X-Chair for only $20 a month. xchair.com.
1 in the first, 2 in the third, 2 in the fifth for Houston. Now into the 6th. Verlander pitching a shutout. Royce Lewis will lead things off. If Minnesota's going to make a push against Verlander, it feels like it's got to be now with 3, 4, and 5 due up, and then Correa looming as the Astros have continued to tack on. Lewis skies one. Center fielder McCormick is in for out number 1. So last inning ended here. Matt Wallner has one of the best arms in baseball, but Abreu got him to do exactly what he wanted, which is get a cutoff.
Well, I mentioned Alex Bregman's base running. This is outstanding base running by Jose Abreu. He flashes in front of the first baseman Kirilloff's face. Kirilloff takes Astros will trade a run for an out right there.
And you saw it on Jeffers and Maeda's reactions. They wanted that ball to come through to try to prevent that 5th run from coming home. Instead, 5-0. Just 3 pitches to get the first 2 outs of this frame for Verlander, and now Kirilloff's behind 0-1.
And Verlander is in straight cruise control right now.
Yeah.
5-run lead. Into the 6th. His pitch count's back to manageable. He's only got 82 pitches right now.
He's thinking about 7 now.
Oh, he's thinking 7.
Look at the look in his eyes. Look at him. He's confidently up there on that mound, standing over there. Look, oh, man. He's just feeling it.
He can't wait. He's like, hurry up and get in the box, Kirilloff, so I can get you out.
Here's an 0-1.
Inside.
Close pitch, 1-1. Good take by Kirilloff.
But if he gets through 6, okay, he'll keep going, right? They'll probably let him go. If he gets Kirilloff here, he's going to go back out. Every out he steals after the 6 is just bonus for Dusty Baker.
1-2. A chance for another 1-2-3 inning.
Especially the way the game started, though, right? All the pitches he threw in the first, how much he struggled in the first inning. Now you look up, again.
So much of pitching is what you do on your off days. It's not what you do on the days you feel great. It's how you come back from those times where you don't feel great. And earlier he didn't. You could tell early in this game he was not in sync like he wanted to be. But the true mark of a true pitcher is how you rebound and how you pitch on your days where you don't have it. And not to say he doesn't have it, because he's found it and he's cruising now. But to start like he did and then get out of it, that's the mark of a true pitcher.
2-2 to Kirilloff. Just barely got a piece of that curve. Just died. As Parlon says, fell off the table from one of the great curveball pitchers of this generation.
I appreciate it. How can you be ready for everything he throws, right? He's got 95 to 97 at the top right now. He's got changeup working down. He's got his good slider back. He's throwing the big curveball with a big shape. There's just no way to look for all that stuff.
Another 2-2. Count runs full on Kirilloff. It's a good at bat by the Minnesota first baseman.
I still think his best finishing pitch is that good hard heater up.
There was. Did he go around? He did not. A crucial at bat by Kirilloff to get on base. And that will bring up Carlos Correa. Our player profile, we lock in on Correa. It's brought to us by Liberty Mutual. He was sitting on his couch with his wife Daniela last October watching his old team win a World Series. And he was missing the playoffs for the first time since the Astros last missed the playoffs in 2016. He looked at his wife and said, I never want to miss the playoffs again. Well, they need him to come up big, not only here potentially, but for the rest of this series if they're going to have a shot against the defending World Series champs. Oh, 0-1 to Correa. 1-1.
Talking with Thad yesterday, it was clear that there's a couple of veterans in that clubhouse that have made a huge difference on their team overall, with him and Sonny Gray. And Correa comes in and solidifies the middle of the lineup, the middle of the field. Gray comes in, solidifies the starting rotation, gets those guys on good routines, good practices. Got a good leader to watch and follow.
You're talking about Thad Levine, the GM for the Twins.
Teams need that. You need that good mix of veteran and young players on the team.
Well, Correa takes the young guys under his wing. I had him a long conversation in spring training about how he brings guys over to cook for them, how he works with guys on their diets, how he works with guys on their workout programs. He really takes these young kids under his wings, and he's been the 2 years he's been there, he is definitely the leader on the Twins team. I mean, even Pablo Lopez is talking about how Correa makes him eat better and do all these things better.
Got Correa, and he is upset with Brian Knight. A sixth Verlander strikeout. A sixth Verlander shutout inning. One of the great postseason pitchers of this generation, perhaps in the history of the sport. Only Andy Pettitte has made more starts. Only Andy Pettitte has more playoff wins. He's in line for one in Game 1.
We love the new place.
Great space for watching games.
Nothing better than baseball.
There were a few concessions.
Get your hot dogs here! Hot dog! Hot dog!
Hot churros! At least Geico makes it easy to bundle our home and car insurance.
Popcorn! Cotton candy!
We already have food. Oh, I'll take a cotton candy. You got any bubble gum?
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
It's not like the good old days.
It's not like the good old days.
It's not like the good old days.
Stop parroting everything. Instead, drink a Red Bull and think for yourselves.
Since when do you dictate what we do?
Exactly. You're not the boss of us. Power to the people.
Oh, well. Individuality often complicates things.
Red Bull gives you wings.
People are excited about what AI will do for them. We're excited about what AI will do for business. Introducing Watson X, a platform designed to multiply output by training AI with your data. When you Watson X your business, you can build AI to help coders code faster, customer service respond quicker, and employees handle repetitive tasks in less time. Let's create AI that transforms business with Watson X. IBM, let's create.
Have fun, sis.
Can't stop adding stuff to your cart? Get the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. Choose the online shopping category and earn 3% cash back.
It's nothing.
Sounds like something.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, unsystematic diarrhea.
Pepto-Bismol coats and soothes for fast relief when you need it most.
Papa John's garlic saucepans, we made the garlic epic stuffed crust pizza just for you, with that garlic flavor.
In it, on it, with it.
But you wanted more heat, so now you can get it in spicy. Get a one topping for $13.99, only at Papa John's.
This is a cluster that happens when marketers group all their customers together. MailChimp uses real-time behavior data, so you can personalize email for every customer. Turn customers into customers with Intuit MailChimp.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
Together.
You get the sense after Justin Verlander finishes off a sixth shutout inning at 93 pitches that it's probably a little too deep to try to go out for the seventh. He's already given the handshakes to the teammates in an excellent Game 1 performance. Chris Paddock is in out of the Minnesota bullpen in the sixth. Faces Jeremy Pena, and there's mom and daughter. Of course, Kate Upton, Justin's wife, and Genevieve, their young daughter, both in attendance, back in Houston.
Well, he's done for me. You don't walk around as a starting pitcher giving high fives to everybody unless you're pretty much done. And he did a great job. 93 pitches, 6 shutout innings, 6 punch outs.
This is Verlander a couple of moments ago, and he's even looking at his pitching coach, Joshua Miller says, "Are you sure?"
Because I can only imagine Verlander sitting there going, "Are you serious? Do you see how I'm feeling right now?"
Give me one more. I'll get out there for one more. I imagine had he gotten through Correa or maybe hadn't walked Kirilloff, then maybe he'd be out there for the 7th. But 93 pitches, he has dominated Minnesota since he's left the American League Central and come to Houston. In the air to center field. Back goes Taylor. And that will retire Pena. So Paddock coming on gets the first out. Chris Paddock in his second year with Minnesota after coming over in a trade from San Diego. Only made 5 starts in 2022 before he had to shut it down, get Tommy John surgery. He just came back September the 24th for this stretch run.
The Sheriff. He's back. Missed, what, almost 18 months it was? Close to 18 months? Yep. 16 to 18 months with Tommy John surgery. Made his way back. And the Twins think he can be a weapon for him, whether it's multiple innings. Like today, I think he's going to go multiple innings. Rocco Baldelli said he doesn't know if he can go back-to-back, which is understandable. But if he can give him 2 or 3 innings here, that puts the Minnesota bullpen in great spot for the next game tomorrow.
I think going into today, we knew this was going to be a tough task for the Minnesota Twins. Verlander matches up very well with them. His strengths and their weaknesses line up really well. We knew if he was on his game, he was going to have a good chance to pitch a good game. But we also saw early on, they put him in some spots, and he got out of them. You know, that's the key.
It really feels like that first 2-inning run that the Twins had with all that traffic was an opportunity lost. Maldonado goes down swinging on a change. They're 2 down. This postseason, get the best 5G coverage in the game with T-Mobile, America's largest and fastest 5G network. 2 away for Altuve.
The Twins started 4 for 8, and then they went 0 for 12 after that.
6 of their first 10 batters reached base and
scored
no runs
0.
across.
And scored 0.
Exactly. They had traffic in the first. Verlander got a double play in that inning despite 2 walks and a hit in the frame by Minnesota. Altuve came up in the bottom of the first, hit the solo home run off of Bailey Ober, and Houston took it from there.
Well, if you didn't think he was done before, he's definitely done now. He's over here looking at the crowd, smiling, laughing. That is not the face of a guy who's going back out there for the 7th inning.
No, as soon as you see a starter shaking hands, he's not going back out. If you tell the starter he's done, he's done. He mentally, like we spend all day, right? Justin's been all day locked in, you know, focusing. But as soon as he thinks he's out of there, you tell him, you give him that handshake, he's done. Mentally, you go to a different spot right away.
There is the Astros bullpen. Stanek, and I believe that's Neris loosening up. Flip to right field. Kepler's there, and that will retire the side in order. Paddock goes 1, 2, 3. 5-0 Houston.
1, 2, 3. So I write him all these letters and I throw them in the trash, cause I miss the way he kisses and the way he made me laugh. Yeah, I pour my little heart out, but as I'm hitting send, I picture all the faces of my disappointed friends.
Ford. You see the name driving down almost every road in America. But you'll also find it in other places. On the grip of hammers raising homes, in toy boxes, and classrooms. Because over 2,900 Ford dealerships nationwide means more people serving more communities like yours. For more than 120 years. Ford, we are all in on America.
Every year, thousands of athletes disappear in clutch moments due to falling hydration levels.
They've been told how you feel yourself doesn't matter. Then just like that, they're gone. Get yourself back in the game. Get yourself a Gatorade.
Rehydrate, replenish, refuel.
A stolen base in the World Series used to just be a stolen base until tacos changed everything.
Schwarber has just won America free tacos.
Sign up for Taco Bell Rewards and win a free Doritos Locos Tacos on the app after the first stolen base this World Series.
Fox Monday.
You ready?
Ooh, I almost threw up.
Special Forces, all new Monday on Fox.
It's so easy. Get out your own way. It's so easy when you break free.
Easy peasy done.
It's so easy.
It's just so easy.
Sloppy collar, rough fabric, boxy fit. We may need to operate.
Is it terminal?
It's not you. It's your shirt.
Whoa!
Clear!
How do I get all of my t-shirts to look like this?
True Classic makes shirts you'll actually want to wear. A tighter fit around your arms and chest, but loosen the torso to make big guys look slimmer and slimmer guys look buffer. And hot guys look hotter. Modern medicine's amazing, isn't it?
Mr. Game 1, Justin Verlander did it again. 6 shutout innings. A lot of traffic in the first couple innings, Justin. It looked like the curveball to Polanco in the third got you back on track. What changed?
Just some tempo stuff, you know. Was a little out of sync early on and was able to start to find it. And really the curveball for me is a pitch that once I can start to land it and bring it below the zone the way I want to, I know my timing's better. So that started to come along, so that was a good sign because I needed it.
Justin, 2 ground ball double plays in 11 starts with the Astros, 2 in the first 2 innings. How big were those pitches?
They were huge. I mean, obviously, not the way you'd script starting it, but you just want to try to find any way you can to get out of some trouble. And, you know, I know guys look for my fastball up, so when I can go down with it, sometimes I can get guys to get on top of it because they're so aware of the fastball up. So, you know, was able to get a couple big ones there.
I know you got a lot of fans in the stands and family as well. How cool was that moment to share it with them?
Great. You know, it's always a pleasure to be able to look up and see my family, especially my daughter. You know, we have a day game, so she's able to come and, you know, see her up there and be able to smile and say, I love you. It's just, you know, what it's about.
Thanks so much, Justin. Well done.
Thanks, Tom.
Almost 5 years old now, Genevieve.
I thought he was waving at me. I was waving back. I didn't know.
You were so excited. He and Kate got married a couple days after the 2017 World Series, and Genevieve is almost 5 now. Hector Neris ends up hitting Matt Wallner. Jeffers flips one into right center field. That gets down for a base hit. On to second goes Wallner. AJ, you said something earlier. You got to get Verlander out of the game if you're Minnesota. Now, he naturally comes out of the game at 93 pitches. Neris has been phenomenal this year, but if you're going to strike, Minnesota's got to strike now.
Absolutely. This is your shot. Now, especially first and second, no outs. You're bringing in a pinch hitter here. You're just got to get the runs in. They've had so many opportunities early in the game. Listen, Neris gave him a free base runner by hitting the leadoff guy. Then Jeffers is great at the first pitch, breaks his bat, flips the ball into right field. This is your shot.
Twins without a hit with a runner in scoring position so far, 0 for 5. They were 1 for 10 in the series against Toronto in the 2 games. And Willie Castro, a switch hitter, is going to come up for Michael A. Taylor here. And that will induce a visit from Josh Miller as well to go over the quick scout with Neris. While we have a moment, a quick word from Capital One.
We need a clutch hit. Derek Jeter.
Hang in there, rookie.
So Neris, who's been as good as he ever has been in his career, now 34 years of age. He's got the great splitter and a really good fastball. Willie Castro is going to come in off the bench. He's got power and speed. If he can get on base and turn this back to the top, things could get very interesting for Minnesota's offense.
Well, you know, sometimes when you're the team that's losing at the time, and they take out the starting pitcher who's rolling, that gives your whole dugout a big jolt. You go, all right, now we go. And so I'll guarantee you that's what that Twins dugout is saying over there right now.
Well, I agree with that, except for there's one difference in that. Usually that's when it's 1-0 or it's close. You're down 5.
Yeah, but you got to rally. You got to rally around something.
They need to rally around a couple hits with runners in scoring position, but they need to rally around.
Quickly, 0-2 on Willie Castro. And now 1 for 15 in the postseason so far for Minnesota.
One thing I didn't like with Willie Castro, he took fastball right down the middle. As a pinch hitter, you get 3 swings. You cannot take the first pitch heater right down the middle. Because then, guess what? From Hector Neris, he only throws 2 pitches, fastball split. He's just going to go split, 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 and he's going to bet that Castro swings at one before he walks him.
2+ pitches for Neris, that fastball split combo. 1-2 to Castro. He catches up to the fastball just to foul it back. Willie Castro came over from Detroit. His first season with Minnesota, 4 years with the Tigers. He was a little surprised that they got rid of him. But he showed enough in spring training to earn a spot. He's a key, hitting from both sides of the plate for Minnesota this season. A 1-2. Split in the dirt. Lays off 2-2. I asked you in the break, AJ, can you talk to me about how you're looking when you're facing a pitcher that has a good splitter?
Well, you need to get the ball up. That's why you don't want to miss the fastball. You try to hit a fastball, especially early in the count.
That's a fork ball. Almost.
That is a fork ball. That is a full split finger. Great job by Maldonado stopping this ball. Anything down, though, if he could throw a fastball down, he'd probably punch him out. But, fastball's up, splits down, another split in the dirt.
Maldonado had to juggle it, and he will flag it down with no movement from the runners.
You gotta look for a spot, right? You got to say, okay, Hector Neris, as a left-handed hitter, I faced Hector Neris. You're going to get a split. You got to make it be up. Because as soon as you start hunting down, he'll just expand down like he's been trying to do here to Castro. You got to make it be up. Now 3-2 here, you got to either say, all right, I'm looking fastball, and I need it up. If he throws a fastball down right here, Castro probably won't swing.
Payoff pitch. Fastball painted on the outside edge at the knees. You could not place that pitch any better. That's a frustrating at bat for Castro to finish it off that way.
Again, the Twins hit in zones, lanes, whatever you want to call it. And every pitcher that comes in, they say, okay, Hector Neris throws a fastball split. We need a ball up, right? That's why I was saying, if he can throw a fastball down, he's not going to swing because out of the hand, he's like, okay, this might be a split take. And he was taking it right away.
Back to the top, and Julian, strike 1 on the splitter.
And see, though, that's the split you want to hit. That one's up. So he's looking up. He didn't swing at it. Much like Castro first pitch. Got a fastball pretty much center cut and took it.
0-1 to Julian. And there's that split. Just got a piece, fouled it. Quickly 0-2.
And the way Neris combats the Twins is what he did to Castro, but he's also got to throw high fastballs because they're looking up. So if you can throw it just high enough to where they can't get to it, it'll completely baffle them. It's kind of like the other day when they faced Gossman in the wild card round.
Split, swing, strikeout.
So wait, if I'm facing Neris again, first pitch split, right? That's the one I want to hit. It starts up. I got to let it eat on that one, right? Now the next one, still a decent one, still high. Now this one you can't swing at. But you get 2 strikes, you get a little anxious. Playoffs, haven't got a hit runners in scoring position. 7th inning at 0, so you chase.
Yeah, that first pitch was the one hit, like you said, but it started. It looked like it started in a little bit more than he thought it was going to, and kind of caught him off guard. But you're right, man. Those ones up. That was the key to them beating Gausman the other day, right? Was taking those splits low. They to your credit, man. You called that heater. That was awesome, by the way. They were taking those fastballs down and those splits down the other day and looking for the ball up, and they probably went the same approach right there off Neris.
Maldonado throws behind Wallner, who took a big secondary lead, and Machete was trying to catch him napping. Instead, 2-0 the count. Everybody's safe.
If you watched the wild card game the other day against Gausman, that was their plan. This is the ball in the dirt. Good throw by Maldonado. Hits him right in the elbow.
Oh, man, that's tough for Wallner.
And goes right to Altuve. Altuve is like, what? How'd I get the ball?
Well, keep an eye on that. That's And that forearm area, that's tough for Walden. Polanco lifts one deep to right field, and he just changed the complexion of this game with one very important swing to the upper deck in Houston. It's 5-3 when they needed it most. One of their longest tenured Twins comes up clutch.
The old me, before I started taking Zeposia. Is that just one pill? Once a day. Old me is still catching up with the Zeposia me.
Zeposia can help people with UC achieve and maintain remission and has been shown to reduce symptoms in as early as 2 weeks.
You're hiking the shorter trail today, right? Not with Zeposia.
Don't take Zeposia if you had a heart attack, chest pain, stroke, or mini-stroke, heart failure in the last 6 months, irregular or abnormal heartbeat, if you have untreated sleep apnea, or take MAOIs. Zeposia may cause serious side effects, including infections that can be life-threatening and cause death, slow heart rate, liver or breathing problems, increased blood pressure, macular edema, swelling and narrowing of the brain's blood vessels, and increased risk of PML, a rare brain infection that usually leads to death or severe disability. Tell your doctor if you are pregnant or plan to be.
Looks like Zeposia is really working out. You got that right, old me.
Ask your doctor about once daily Zeposia.
Sunday, kinda down. I might
I forgot the sausage.
Oh my God.
Perfect. Holy, what's the password?
There you go.
There he goes. There he goes.
I want a Sunday.
Strike? Well, professional baseball person Julio Rodriguez, I'm here to call foul play on phone offers that lock you into a 3-year device contract.
I hate that.
Everybody hates that, Julio Rodriguez. Luckily, with T-Mobile's best Go 5G plans, new and existing customers always get the same great phone deals, and they even have a plan which makes you upgrade ready every year.
Nice suit.
Thank you. May I borrow your ball-hitting stick? So sorry.
Take charge of your upgrades with our best Go 5G plans at T-Mobile.
Oh! Sorry.
Just between us, you know what's better than mopping?
Alex Bregman takes a breaking ball strike from Chris Paddock, who suddenly finds himself pitching in his second inning of relief from a 5-run game to a 1-run game. The Twins had 4 hits in 6 innings on Justin Verlander. They had 4 hits alone and 4 runs on a couple of homers against the Astros bullpen. Castro stays in to play center field after he came on as a pinch hitter for Michael A. Taylor in that 7th inning, where 8 Twins came to bat, 4 of whom came across the plate to shift the game.
This is going to probably be Paddock's last hitter. You have Thielbar, the lefty, warmed up. You have Alvarez and Tucker, 2 lefties coming up.
Yep. Ooh, up and in on Bregman at 97, 2-2. Bregman fouls it. I just have to imagine that inning was such a tension release for that Minnesota dugout after they were so tight against Verlander for so many innings to close out his outing.
You know what releases the tension? A ball hit about 450 feet by Polanco. That releases all the tension.
And Bregman goes down swinging on a fastball riding inside on him. 1 down, and indeed, as you mentioned, AJ, they're going to go to Thielbar, the lefty, to face the incredible duo of Alvarez and Tucker. Don't forget Brantley is due up potentially in this inning as well, or in the next couple batters after. We'll step aside. A 1-run ball game. Bottom of the 7th in game 1 of the ALDS.
Booking.com.
Vacation ideas?
How about a resort with a pool?
I was thinking house by a dude ranch.
How about a hotel in a baseball town?
Nice catch, kid.
Thanks, kid.
Is that Ken Griffey?
Junior.
How about a resort with a water slide?
Downtown hipster trendy boutique hotel?
No.
We could rent a house on the beach.
like that idea.
Play ball in more places. Booking.com? Yeah.
Have fun, sis.
Can't stop adding stuff to your cart? Get the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. Choose the online shopping category and earn 3% cash back.
This guy again.
Pops. Hey, son, you got a little something on your face.
Needed a quick shave.
Quick shave? Respect the process.
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad. It's from Gillette Labs.
Gillette Labs?
Gillette's ultimate shaving experience. This green bar releases trapped hairs from my face.
Game changer.
While the Flex Disc contours to it.
Looking smooth.
Feeling even smoother.
How about hooking me up with some Gillette Labs?
Check your text.
You're the best.
Nah, you're the best.
The best a man can get keeps getting better.
The next generation of shaving is Gillette Labs.
And when they dropping off all that drip for free, you know you got power. And when they tryna throw the whole drip bag at me, oh yeah, I know I got power. I got power. I got power. I said power. Put in the hours. And when they tryna throw the whole drip bag at me, oh yeah, I know I got power. I got power. Okay, I got power.
Hey guys, random question. Is it bad to swallow the lime in your Corona?
Andy, did you swallow your lime?
No.
He definitely did.
It's all right. Limes are a superfood.
Just between us, you know what's better than mopping? Anything. Ugh. Well, I switched to Swiffer Wet Jet, and it's awesome. It's an all-in-one that absorbs dirt and grime deep inside.
And it helps prevent streaks and haze. Wet Jet is so worth it. Love it or your money back.
Tomorrow on Fox, the Giants try to slow down Tua, Tyreek, and the Dolphins, or Jalen Hurts and the Eagles take on Matthew Stafford and the Rams, or other regional action. Check for the game in your area tomorrow on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Cards red, Wainwright 1, Pierzynski nothing. Score, Houston 5, Minnesota 4, and Caleb Thielbar, one of their top relievers, and their lone lefty in the bullpen will come on to face two electric lefties in Alvarez and Tucker. Alvarez has homered in this game already. Tucker has doubled. And he went after the first fastball he saw and swung through, 0-1.
He tried to make a point right there, didn't he? But see, here's the thing, man. There's something about all these playoff teams that's unique and that's all the same, right? All these playoff teams, they have a never-say-die attitude. They're never out of any game. They always believe they could come back. And the teams that are home, they didn't probably have that same attitude.
See, I disagree with that. Every team believes you can come back. Just a matter of, do you have good enough players to be able to come back?
Yeah, but I've been on teams both ways, where teams that you get behind and you go, oh man, we're behind, and then you get behind and you go, dude, we still got this. You know, I've felt that both sides.
Alvarez with a response, his second of the game off the pole.
Alvarez said he got that.
Yep.
Yeah, look, tell me what's the vibes, what's the mood? Yeah, I just hit up Mikey for the juice. Yeah, ain't no capping, I'ma tell the truth. I've been winning
winning for so long, it's hard to lose. Yeah, be my source, Christian like Dior. Yeah, I can't start when I'm far, just get back up. Yeah, I've been quiet all along on my TP toes. Yeah, I can't keep it to myself, I just give and go. I'm a visionist, yeah, you can't picture this. Yeah, ain't no way you cannot work me, boy, I live for this. Yeah, sipping essential, that's the essentials, I'm influential. Yeah, straight fundamental, that's fundamental, on instrumentals. Yeah, speed of the tempo, yeah, we got potential. Shoot a movie like I'm Denzel, running my route to the end zone. And they still can find me, man, you know where to find me. I'm trying to get me a Grammy so I can dedicate it to my granny. Look, tell me what's the vibes, what's the mood. Yeah, I just hit on my key for the juice. Yeah, ain't no capping, I'ma tell the truth. I've been winning for so long, it's hard to lose. Yeah, be my source, Christian like Dior. Yeah, I can't start when I'm far, just get back up. Yeah, I've been quiet all along on my TP toes. Yeah, I can't keep it to myself, I just give and go. Yeah, I just turn my L's into W's. Yeah, I just told my sins, yeah, I'm no truth. Yeah, stay in your lane, don't you pick and choose. I can't waste my time, I got a lot to lose. To the game that we all on, they was doubting us all along. Now we charting in Hong Kong, what competition, they all gone. Bless, chess, play the game like it's chess. We next, that's a check, over stripes, yeah, yeah.
Can I fly you to the moon? Can we play among the stars? I've been thinking of you lately, took control over my heart. You say that you needed space, atmosphere was in my arms. When I look up at your face, the reflection serves a scar. So I'll fly you to the moon, where we float among the stars. Darkest ocean, never know, but the lights come from afar. I wish this would never end. I've been trying to pretend something's wrong in this within. The reflection seems to...
What is going on? It is my favorite time of the day. Calling a ball game with this unbelievable NYYU community, who with me here and everybody here, folks, 2024 is gonna be the year that the world hears NYY Underground, baby. If you have not joined the movement, join the movement, folks, because this train don't stop for nothing, baby. We just keep it trucking, as they like to say down here in the South, okay? Cowboy P here! Sorry, guys. Look, guys, I got to be honest with you all. We launched NYYunderground.com today, and I got to be honest, man. Knowing that we did that live chat when I said we're looking for a certain amount to be able to go ahead and get that done and get it done as quick as possible. And you guys came through like nothing I can even believe. But making that site and getting that site done and working with the programmer who put it all together, I just gotta say, man, you guys again are the fucking best. I am not kidding when I tell you guys, the reason this community is gonna grow so quick is because of each and every one of you that are tuning into this show right now, and each and every one of you who have tuned in all season long. You guys are really the best. And like I said before, I made a promise to you all. Anybody that day that donated over $50, there's a contributors tab and your name is on it. If your name is not on it, please let me know and we will get you on it if you gave over $50 that day. You guys are the best. There is nobody out there like this community. Anywhere I go, you guys follow. And I just got to be honest with you again, before I get little sentimental Pete here, put in that thing.
Well, he started it there, and then Jordan ended it off the foul ball.
1-2 to Brantley. Is outside off the glove of Jeffers, and on to second base goes Abreu. Here's an athletic throw. Oh my goodness, what a play by Jeffers. That was an athletic play by Jeffers. Let's see if Dusty Baker wants to review. I think he said no. Don't worry about it. That might be a...
I thought he had no chance.
Oh my gosh, that might be a game-saving play if this remains close. Abreu's not the most fleet of foot, but that is an absolute beautiful play. Abreu slowed up at the second base bag. Alvarez with a huge response, the solo shot in what's become a wild game one the last 2 innings. 6-4 Houston out of the 8th.
This MLB season, FanDuel is taking you out to every ball game. New customers bet $5 and get $200 guaranteed.
Hey you, can we come together? Hey
New Balance, we got now.
Your paint is really bad.
What? I said best coffee I've ever had.
Should've used Bear.
Sorry, side where?
No, I said should've used Bear.
Today, let's paint. Right now, get America's most trusted paint brand at a new low price. Bear, only at the Home Depot.
It's like that.
Rep who you root for this postseason. Visit MLBshop.com for your favorite team gear and today's special offer.
Gemstone product I find very versatile, very affordable, very clean install. You get the same finished look of stone product. I think it's a fantastic product, and I don't see us going back to the traditional stone method anytime soon.
Gemstone is DIY friendly, goes from box to the wall in minutes, and can be used for any project inside or out. Like this fireplace, this entry, this chimney, or this complete home transformation.
Gemstone was really easy to cut. We're looking at doing the exterior of the house.
Text SPACE to 59583 to see more Gemstone projects.
It's lightweight and it's durable. It cuts so easy that even an old guy like me can do it. We can all do it. This is not a skilled tradesman job.
Text SPACE to 59583 to save up to 50% over real stone and even more during our fall sale.
Bad base running by Abreu. Excellent athletic play by Jeffers from behind the plate. Here's Correa against Abreu to lead it off. And Brian deals to Carlos and misses inside. 1-0 on Correa, who's 1 for 3 in his ALDS Minnesota debut. Led the Twins with 3 hits during the wild card series. 2-0. Correa shouldn't be overlooked, and AJ and Waino, you guys pointed it out during the break. He did a great job on the back end of that play at second base as well by kind of deking Jose Abreu. There's a strike.
Yeah, 100% deked. We'll show it when we show the replay. Waino, earlier in the game, you talked about Abreu coming in, getting it out of a big inning. Well, he's back out there, right? He came in, tying run on second, came in, got the third out. He's back out here. Interesting to see how he does.
Brian Abreu deals. Correa fouls it away 2-2. Let's go back to the Jose Abreu base running miscue and the deke by Correa too. Keep that in mind.
We praised Jose Abreu for his base running. Right here, lack of effort, bad base running. Correa acts like nothing's happening, and then the last second he catches it and tags him. Abreu knew it right away. Bill Miller could not wait to punch him out.
Look at his face. Look at his face. Oh, you got me. You tricked me.
It was a little bit of that. Oh, man, you got me.
There's a little bit more of, I can't believe that just happened.
Hey. I liked Jeffers effort right away too. He takes the brief look over, sees him going. He committed 100% on making this play at second and made it happen.
Correa rips one past Bregman down the line towards the corner. Correa not sprinting his way. I wasn't sure if he was dealing with that foot issue or not. He's still with plantar fasciitis for the better part of this season. Wasn't busting it out of the box. He knew he had a double from the get-go, but he just kind of cruised in. He's in a scoring position. We'll just keep an eye on that, how he's running, if that is an issue.
Just a rocket. No other way to say it. 3-2. He had a pretty good idea what he was going to get. Slider from Abreu. Correa doesn't miss it. As soon as he realizes it's an easy double, he shuts it down.
Is he limping a little bit? I don't want to assume it. I'll just keep an eye out for that.
At this point in the season, everybody out there has got something wrong with their body, right? And so, like, he saw stand-up double. There's no reason for him to keep busting right there, slide in second. He knew he could cruise into that.
Here's Wallner. So now the tying run will come to the plate for Minnesota with nobody out.
We talked to Carlos Correa. I already mentioned it on my podcast, Foul Territory, earlier. He said he only wore one pair of shoes. He found a pair of shoes that he had to wear every day. Not cleats, shoes to the park. And he bought every one he could find on the internet because that was the only one he could find that didn't hurt his feet.
He's been dealing with that plantar fascia issue all season long. He was out for the final stretch of the season with that same issue. Boy, how big is that solo home run by Alvarez right now? Otherwise, Correa would be the tying run at second base. Oh, 2 to Wallner. Check swing foul into the dugout there.
The Twins are going, you know what, though? We got the tying run at the plate. You know, that's the attitude I'm talking about, man. The guy, and we talked about it, he got out of that big inning last time. He's back out there, leadoff double. You never know what happens.
And nobody up either.
Yeah.
I thought Dusty would have somebody up, ready to go.
I like that, too, though. That gives you got a lot of confidence in your pitcher right there.
1-2.
Sometimes when you're on the mound and you turn around and you see somebody warming up, you go, what the heck? And then sometimes you look down there and you don't see anybody warming up and you're like, that's right. They know I got this. You know, there's a mentality there.
What did you say earlier, AJ? July 15th was the last time Abreu allowed a run that he had not inherited. 1-2. Got Wallner with a high fastball. That'll bring up Jeffers with one away.
Four-seamer up.
Just missed it.
Just missed it, but also after all the sliders he's seen, he gets excited. You see a fastball up at 98.3 miles an hour. You just can't get to it. It looks so good as a hitter.
Here is Jeffers.
And that's that spot. I thought Verlander was going to exploit that a little bit more earlier. But that spot on Wallner is just, it's a gold mine, you know. That's a weakness for him.
Correa at second, 1 out, 8th inning, game 1. Jeffers takes high. A walk-on at North Carolina Wilmington, hit 26 home runs his final 2 years of college, got drafted in the second round in 2018 by Minnesota. Debuted 3 years ago and is having the best season of his young major league career. Just came up with a massive play to end the bottom of the 7th inning defensively. Takes a big cut at 99. It's 1-2. Up and in, off the glove of Maldonado, and on to third base goes Correa.
It's a big run right now. 2-run game. There's only 1 out. The Twins have to score that run from third. Make it a 1-run game. Get to them if they get to the 9th with only down 1. Facing the closer, 1 swing. Boom. Especially they're going to have the top of the order coming up.
Big spot, like you said right here. 1 out. This guy at the plate right now, he knows, man, I've got to get this guy home.
Deep fly ball might be necessary to bring Correa home. A 2-2. Just got a piece of that fastball.
How hard is it, AJ? I'd never faced a guy throwing 100 miles an hour with a 90-mile-an-hour slider like everybody in the bullpen seems to throw nowadays. That's got to be so tough on a hitter to recognize that in real time.
Well, you just got to be ready, right? You got to be ready you got to pick one or the other. And right there, it looked like Jeffers was looking slider because he was late. He's been late on pretty much every fastball. Granted, they've been 98 and above. If he throws a slider, he's got to bounce it. Got him with the slider. Or hang it.
Well, when your stuff's that good, you can't hang it, right?
He got it away from him enough. You know, he throws that same pitch and it's a little bit more over the plate. It could be in trouble, but he got it away from him enough where he was leaning.
Well, think about this, though. As a hitter, you're expecting this ball to break, and he swings right underneath it. So sometimes when you, as pitchers, and you pitchers, you whine, I'm pitching so hard. Well, hitting, you guys make mistakes like that. It doesn't break the way it's supposed to. Hitters swing under because they're expecting the ball to break down.
Castro fouls one back.
You can get away with a lot more stuff when you throw 100 miles an hour. Not at 85. Trust me, I've tried that. It's a lot harder. It's a lot harder. But I've always been the thing that I think is the coolest is to be able to reach back and throw a ball 100 miles an hour like these guys do nowadays. That is so cool to watch.
See what Abreu has in the tank. Trying to finish off this inning with Correa waiting at third. 0-2. Abreu to Castro. Towards second. Altuve is there. Still a 2-run game. Still untouched for the better part of the last 3 months. Brian Abreu gets out of the jam.
Ooh, that's a lovely view.
What are you two looking at?
Tip pick.
What did you say?
Tip pick. Tickets to the show with no hidden fees.
I'll be there in 30 minutes, I think.
See you there. I'm moving. Please. Oh, thank you.
Rerouting.
Class-leading safety and tech features to elevate your commute. The all-new Hyundai Kona.
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly grill your hot subs right in front of you. You can't get that smell anywhere else unless you have one of these. Don't mind me. Take the sizzle to go.
Okay.
Whoops. I'll pay for those.
Here you go, Danny.
Time to get these smells home. Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above. That's good sizzle.
And Doug.
And Doug says you can customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. He hits his mark center stage and is crushed by a baby grand piano.
Are you replacing me?
With this guy?
Customize and save with Liberty Bibbity.
He doesn't even have a mustache.
Oh, look, a bee-boo.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
You were made to act spontaneously. We were made to help plan accordingly.
You're welcome, America.
Set. We're ready. 4, 3, 2.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the account.
Emilio Pagan is on for the Twins to face Michael Brantley, who was left at the plate when Jose Abreu was caught stealing to finish off the bottom of the 7th. Pagan, one of the more heavily used relievers in what has been a strong bullpen in the postseason so far. They've given up 3 runs today. It was 5-0 Houston after 6 innings. Minnesota scored 4 in the top of the 7th. Yordan Alvarez answered with a solo home run, his second of the game in the 7th. That's how it's 6-4. Top of the order for Minnesota will be due up in the top of the 9th. Pagan trying to keep this game at 6-4. Brantley takes one outside and high. It's 2-1.
Pagan's had a nice year for Minnesota. He found a cutter, and his cutter has become the ultimate weapon for him, especially against left-handed hitters.
Upstairs, and it's 3-1 on Brantley.
Well, you have to get Michael Brantley out in the zone. He is such a professional hitter. He can hurt you in a lot of ways, but he takes what you give him also. If you paint the ball down the way, he's comfortable taking it to left, and you throw it in, he's comfortable driving it to right.
4 outside.
And Brantley is aboard to lead off this bottom of the 8th inning. If you're just joining us, here's what you missed so far in Game 1 between the Twins and Astros. Justin Verlander, making his 35th career postseason start, was excellent after having a lot of traffic early. Yordan Alvarez has been a beast in the division series the last couple of years. 2 home runs in this game. Back-to-back home runs, a 3-run shot by Polanco, and then a solo job by Lewis to get Minnesota back in it. It's 6-4 after it was 5-0. Adam Amin, Adam Wainwright, AJ Przinsky, Tom Verducci, our fabulous Fox Sports crew from Minute Maid Park in Houston. Game 2 tomorrow. It'll be in prime time on FS1. Chas McCormick behind in the count against Emilio Pagan. There goes Brantley taking off. He didn't have a single stolen base attempt in his 15 regular season games since coming back from the injury. He's got one in the postseason, and a big Houston insurance run gets into scoring position.
Well, he got a monster jump.
He did.
Pagan was not paying attention to him. He let a high leg kick. The best thing Jeffers could have done right here is throw it. See how McCormick went across the plate? Throw it, act like you touch McCormick, fall down, they'll have to send the runner back, but you have to throw it. Unfortunately for the Twins, he didn't have the handle.
Line towards second, it's caught by Julian. More strong infield defense from the Twins. Polanco earlier, Julian here for the first key out in the 8th. Just took a base hit away from McCormick.
Base hit and another run.
Good positioning by the Twins. Great base running by Michael Brantley. Goes back right away. Knows he's not going to score anyways, even if this ball gets through. Now they're going to pinch run with Dubon for Michael Brantley.
He knew exactly where that second baseman was playing that started headed back towards the base right there. That's a big part of knowing where you are in space out there, knowing where your defenders are playing. You know, that's a big part of base running. That's a big part of pitching. That's a big part of being an athlete out there is your full understanding and awareness of everything around you.
Here's Pena. No one's inside, so Dubon will likely play center field in the 9th inning and shift McCormick over to left. Brantley's done.
As a young kid and as a base runner, it takes 5 seconds to turn around and look where everybody is behind you. He did that. Michael Brantley did that. And that's why he knew that Julian was right there. He didn't go right away, got back easily. But it takes 5 seconds. Just turn around, standing on base, just look behind you, see where everybody is, and then take your lead.
Julian played a very strong second base when he was in there this season as a rookie. 1-1. A little bit low, 2-1.
That's what I'm talking about. Just take a quick look. Sees everybody. He's like, okay, mental picture. He knew Julian was standing right there. It literally takes 5 seconds. Then the ball's hit. He's like, oh, yep, he's there. Easily back.
Seems like nothing, but it's the little things.
Yep. 2-1. Off the fist, popped up. Right there for Polanco. 2 down. Now a quick word from FanDuel. Pagan will face Martin Maldonado here. Again, Julian, Polanco, and Lewis. Polanco and Lewis both with homers in this game. They will be due up in the top of the 9th inning against Ryan Presley, the excellent Houston closer. Pagan trying to keep this at a 6-4 game. Maldonado trying to add on and bring Dubon home. And he goes after the first fastball he saw. He's not the same defender he once was. His numbers have gone down. The running game has gone wild with the new rules. The pitching staff is part of that, but Maldonado hasn't been the same either. He's not a great hitter. That's well documented, but he has been crucial behind the plate today. And he drills one to right. This should be playable for Kepler. And off we go to the 9th inning. The big boppers are coming up for Minnesota against Presley. Polanco and Lewis saved this game at one point. They'll try to do it in the 9th against the excellent closer.
We love this house. It really has it all.
Yeah, but our neighbor, he's a little opinionated.
Next on Golf Day.
Strike 1!
I think I'll make me a big salad.
Strike 2!
At least Geico makes it easy to bundle our home and car insurance.
Strike 3!
What are you talking about? That's a cute shirt. You need glasses, pal.
That's it. You're out of here.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
He's done this to me before.
Booking.com.
Vacation ideas?
How about a resort with a pool?
I was thinking house by a dude ranch.
How about a hotel in a baseball town? Nice catch, kid.
Thanks, kid.
Is that Ken Griffey?
Junior.
How about a resort with a water slide?
Downtown hipster trendy boutique hotel?
No.
We could rent a house on the beach.
I like that idea.
Play ball in more places. Booking.com? Yeah.
AI has the power to automate. But if it's using untrusted data, can you trust the results? Your business doesn't just need AI, it needs the right AI for your business. Introducing Watson X, a platform designed to multiply output by tailoring AI to your needs. When you Watson X your business, you can train, tune, and deploy AI, all with your trusted data. Let's create the right AI for your business with Watson X. IBM, let's create.
Honey.
NyQuil Severe Honey. Powerful cold and flu relief with a dreamy honey taste. NyQuil Honey. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever, honeylicious, best sleep with a cold medicine.
Let's unretire.
Why not?
I'm good right here.
Have fun, sis.
Can't stop adding stuff to your cart? Get the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. Choose the online shopping category and earn 3% cash back.
This is the all-electric Polestar 2. Now with faster charging and an improved range of up to 320 miles. Enhanced performance with rear or all-wheel drive and luxury design as standard. The all-electric Polestar 2. Visit Polestar.com to test drive and order.
Ryan Presley has not had his typical season, but in the postseason, he has been as good as it gets. Was outstanding last season for the Houston Astros en route to a World Series. He'll make his 42nd career playoff appearance, tied for 8th all-time with David Robertson. He just passed up our colleague John Smoltz. He is in to try to pick up what would be his 12th career playoff save. Chas McCormick moves from center to left. Dubon stays in to play center field. The top of the Minnesota order starts it up in the 9th, down 2. Julian takes ball 1.
Presley's a breaking ball pitcher. Cutters and curveballs are really his two pitches. Both of them have been great for him this year. However, since the All-Star game, he's got over a 5 ERA. He is vulnerable, but the Twins have to get a base runner.
I don't remember what the spin rate on that curveball is, but I know it's crazy high. It's over 3. It's like 3,200. And it is tough to center.
It's RPMs. It's a high spin rate. 1-1. 2-1. This is on the curveball there. Ryan Presley had one save in 5.5 years with the Twins. He was used more as a setup and bridge guy. And he's got 107 regular season saves with the Astros. Trying to find that form. You said it. He has been excellent come postseason play. But, AJ, you made a great point. He's been trying to find it in the last couple of months of the season.
Well, here's the thing. Nobody on for the year, 187, 525 OPS. Men on, 271 with a 775 OPS. Again, the Twins have to get a guy on base.
This is going to be a tough play, and it's made by Presley. A 3-1 count. Julian, a chopper for out number 1.
Was that ball 4?
It's just such a tough situation as a hitter. You'd always love to say, don't swing, but
yeah, you can't. Yeah, 3-1.
Well, coming up after the game, stay tuned. We'll have the post-game show presented by Wagoneer by Jeep. Kevin Burkhardt and company will wrap up the first 2 games of the postseason in the division series. Rangers went on the road and got a win over the Orioles. Houston trying to finish off game 1 here. Philly and Atlanta squaring off in game 1 right now. Phillies have a 1-0 lead. And then it will be Dodgers and Diamondbacks later on tonight.
In the never-ending argument of pitchers aren't athletes here, the catcher has to go out there, Wayno, to give his pitcher a breath because he's tired because he had to run all the way to first base.
That is not a never-ending argument from my point of view. Best athletes on the field.
You were talking about some key moments, Wayno, in this contest.
Yeah, you had Justin Verlander kind of on the ropes early on. Some big situations. He was able to get out of both of them with a couple of key ground balls, got some double plays, worked out defense a little bit, and then once he settles in, you know he's Justin Verlander, man. He's been pitching this long and this great for a reason. He's an incredible pitcher, and if you allow him to settle in, he's super dangerous.
Still in line for the win. Here's Polanco, whose home run back in the 7th, a 3-run shot to the upper deck in right field, shifted the momentum in this game. It was 5-0 at the time. Polanco hit a 3-run shot. Lewis followed with a solo homer. Alvarez countered with a solo shot of his own to make it 6-4. 1-1.
You asked Wayno. You asked me 3-1. Julian swung at a pitch. It was probably a strike.
Yeah, that's right.
But right there, it's 1-0. Polanco can't swing at that pitch. It's a curveball in the dirt. You got to know, hey, I got to get on base. Why am I swinging at a 1-0 curveball in the dirt? I know we get fooled, but that's almost being too aggressive.
When you're pitching against Polanco and he's got those eyes looking out at you, you're thinking, "What? This guy can see through what I'm doing right now." Watch his intensity, his focus right here as he's looking at the pitcher.
Presley to Polanco, 2-1. 2-2. Just stay alive. Fights off that curveball.
And that curveball is, like I said, the spin rate is super high. When that pitch is coming towards the catcher's mitt, it's got a second gear as it's going to be caught. It speeds up on you almost when you're going to catch it.
2-2. He struck him out.
Here's the second gear curveball. Thing just goes straight down. Starts off as a strike, ends up below the strike zone, and that has been Presley's bread and butter since he's come over to Houston.
Down to their final out, Royce Lewis trying to keep the Twins going in game 1. 1-0. His third postseason home run in his third postseason game. Shades of Gary Gaetti in '87. There's that curveball that just floats high. 2-0 on Royce Lewis. Bagwell and Biggio looking on. Lewis flips it foul. 2-1.
Again, why do you swing 2-0 right there?